Hi, Professor. My fiance is recording me.
Good evening.
Michael Todd, a high school freshman in Memphis, said his first 3 weeks at Martin Luther King Jr. College Preparatory High School were a nightmare because students mocked him for wearing the same clothes. I've been bullied my entire life. I really don't have clothes at home. My mom can't buy clothes for me because I'm growing too fast. These are the words of a high school student in Tennessee who was bullied because his mother could not afford to constantly buy him clothes due to him growing so fast. Many of us may know someone who has been bullied because they do not have designer clothes or their family cannot afford to buy clothes all the time. Unfortunately, forcing them to wear the same clothes and getting bullied for it. Many of these individuals can possibly be our friends, our students, our family members, or even our own children. Since public schools are schools without uniforms, children are more prone to getting bullied due to their clothing that does not meet standards of other children around them, which is a shame. As a peer educator working at a middle school, I have witnessed children getting bullied for the clothes that they wear to school. These children get teased for wearing the same clothes every week, sometimes every day, or even not having designer clothes like the rest of the children do. I understand this problem and how we can help our children end teasing at school due to the clothing they wear. Today, I will help you understand why school uniforms are the best choice to have in a school system. It has many benefits that impact schools in a very positive way. For you to understand my view, I will give you some evidence to help you understand. There are many families out there who cannot afford to buy their children clothes at the start of every school year, like some parents can. This can also get difficult when a family has more than one child and many other responsibilities that are financially required in the household. Investing in school uniforms can help families financially because they do not need to go out and buy school uniforms for each day of the school for their child. According to schooluniformsprocon.org, a national survey of 517 U.S. school leaders found that 94% of those surveyed believed one of the main benefits to parents is the school uniforms are more cost effective than regular apparel, and 77% estimated that average annual cost of school uniforms per child to be $150 or less. Without school uniforms policies, parents may feel pressure to compete with other families by purchasing fashionable clothes for their children. When it comes to clothes in school, parents should not have to break the bank and buy clothes that are worth hundreds of dollars. School uniforms are the same cost for each pair, making it reasonable and affordable for parents to purchase without worrying that they will go broke. In a survey from 2013, according to a 2013 survey from the National Association of Elementary School Principals, 77% of respondents estimated the average cost of schools per child per year was $150 or less. In another survey going back to the NAECP survey, 86% of parents surveyed believed that having school uniforms makes shopping for back to school a much more budget-friendly experience. And based on the numbers above, the two statistics are proof that school uniforms save families money. As educators and parents, we all want our children to succeed when it comes to their school academics. School uniforms can indeed help children focus on education instead of themselves and what they are wearing to school. According to Madison.com, school uniforms remove distractions from the classroom. When everyone is wearing the same uniform, students can really focus on their learning, rather than the variety of clothes and accessories among peers. It allows everyone to be on the same page. For example, this would help children who are less fortunate focus more on their schoolwork rather than putting the energy into what they are wearing. This would create a much more comfortable environment for them. In a survey from the National Association of Secondary Schools, when all students are wearing the same outfit, they are less concerned about how they look and how they fit in with their peers. Thus, they can concentrate on their schoolwork. A study by the University of Houston found that elementary school girls' language test scores increased by 3 percentile points after uniforms were introduced. Lastly, we all want our children to be safe when they are in school. School uniforms helps keep children safe and reduces violence. According to publicschoolreview.com, uniforms at school also reduce the prevalence of violence, which is a major concern for many public schools. Outsiders who do not belong on campus and are easily identified, and thus do not pose a great threat to the students. Additionally, uniforms reduce the prevalence of cliques and gangs on school property, as students are required to only wear specific colors and uniform pieces. A school may only allow green or yellow polo shirts and khaki bottoms. For example, preventing students from wearing the traditional gang identifying colors of red and blue, accessories such as bananas, another distinguishing gang clothing, can also be eliminated from the school dress code. When it is more difficult to identify members of gangs in school, the fights and violence between rival gangs decrease. School uniforms are very beneficial to students and families. School uniforms can help with cost. Student uniforms can help students focus more in school and keep students safe and reduces violence while they're in school. Today, I invite you to do your research on the benefits of school uniforms and the benefits it has for the students and their families in the school system. Having friends who did not come from rich families and were made fun of for not having nice clothes wish they had uniforms to keep from being teased by other students in our class. Today, I stand here emphasizing how important school uniforms are, how much it can help children and their families financially, how much it can help students safety-wise, and lastly, it can help them focus better on their studies.